Seas of Life Missions Kenya was pioneered back in March of 2010. There was absolutely no outside financial support for the first 2 years, only a vision from God to put youth centers across the nation of Kenya. The first 6 years were just one massive battle after another, but in the 7th year everything turned around, and we're grateful to all those who stood by this ministry and supported us prayerfully and financially. Through the years, God has networked us with amazingly supportive and generous partners globally. We love you all so very much. It's because of these people that champion this ministry that the Lord has successfully transformed so many young, desperate lives here in Kenya. We pray it continues and expands further to accomplish more for God's kingdom. We're in a new and exciting season with our core leadership of lead pastor George Onyango, coach Vincent Dock, and myself, Greg Plunkett. Our team finished 2023 prayerfully sharing our ministry goals for 2024 with one another. Together, with your help, we believe we will achieve many of them. We need so many more committed and trained leaders at ICY. We have a great number of loyal and dedicated young people in our ministry. Over these past many years, we've counseled, taught the word to, prayed with, corrected, disciplined, and built close, godly relationships with so many awesome young people. Now we have a pool of eager, willing, and zealous leaders in training that we are training up to continue growing and developing this ICY ministry. We see gifted pastors, evangelists, prophets, teachers, and even apostolically inclined young people in our midst. We are mentoring them, involving them in kingdom programs, partnering with other like-minded ministries, and giving them room to personally grow in leading our church and youth club services, as well as missional programs. They are the fruit of God's work here at ICY, and we're so very proud of them. Our current church and youth center has served us well at ICY for many good years, but now it's worn out and no longer meeting our needs. It's a temporary iron sheet building with a dilapidated cement floor, along with other structural issues. We're praying for our new church youth center, which was partially funded and built last year. The foundation is very sound. A new church and center would give us the ability to host sports academies with a great focus on Taekwondo. Vincent Dock is so qualified as a coach and was recently certified for international tournaments and events. 2 of our young leaders in training are now turning professional. We plan to begin new Taekwondo centers with Coach Vincent and his team doing the training. A new church and center will give us a more prominent presence in our community. We've developed a strong and supportive community relationship with our neighbors, and they appreciate all we do to empower our young people. We would do better when hosting youth events. Whenever we do these events, they attract 300 to 600 young people. We have an amazing time with them, seeing salvations, greater involvement, as well as growth in every area of our ministry. Not everyone would see Taekwondo as a ministry, but this Olympic sport has brought in more young people to our youth center through our very qualified coach, Vincent Dock, than any previous program we have tried. They receive free training if they're fully involved in our youth church and discovery groups. Many young lives are being transformed, bringing new confidence and hope for their futures, and with many even international opportunities. We're praying toward much needed support for many aspects of this ministry. It's not just a sport. It trains people up in better disciplines, life skills, and gives them greater camaraderie, to mention just a few benefits. They need regular funding for tournaments, locally, nationally, and internationally, facilitating registration fees, transport, lodging, and so on. Taekwondo sparring equipment like protective gear, targets, and so on are desperately needed to facilitate the growth. Together, we can do this. Our ELM gym has become a central focus for our youth ministry. We're encouraging young people into many areas of fitness and better health choices. The gym has created a new and growing revenue stream for ICY. We see it as a great mission field for evangelism. If we can add to our equipment, there's so much potential for greater growth. We don't have enough weights for the busier times of the day. We have groups approaching us to host their aerobic classes, but we lack fixed dumbbells and mirrors. This would greatly increase revenue as well as our mission field. At ICY, we love to provide meals wherever possible in ministry. It's such a practical way to show the love of Jesus, as 3 meals a day is not so common here. One proper meal can even be a challenge to many families. We have had great support from donors, which helped us continue with this practical ministry. But with the cost of living escalating constantly, we could always use some more support. School sponsorship is a big priority for us at ICY, as it's another practical way to show the love of Jesus. We've set up a page on our website for anyone wishing to sponsor one of our young people in primary, secondary, and post-secondary education. You can choose to sponsor through a monthly amount, per semester, or annually if you have that ability. Through this ministry, lives are completely changed and hope is given to so many for a brighter future and leads them toward being stable and self-sufficient. Too many kids lose hope and spend years outside of school due to lacking those fees because of abject poverty. They desperately need your help to gain their self-dignity and financial independence. Can you help? I have shared all of these things because honestly, we cannot move forward without you. I've mentioned many areas of ministry that need your intervention. Please pray and consider your involvement with ICY. Perhaps you can sponsor a child for school, offer a post-secondary scholarship, or get behind a fundraiser to support or complete one of our building or income-generating projects. We also need commitments to regular monthly contributions to help us plan better. Maybe you're an intercessor who will commit to pray for ICY regularly. Whatever the case, may God bless you for anything you can do that ICY can help more of our young people in this struggling nation. We invite you to visit our website, SOLMK.com, to get the best perspective of this thriving and fruitful youth ministry.